Hello there, Amanda Ambles in one of my favourite places, and this video is about counting your blessings. So I remember years ago I had a friend and she said to me, get a jar and every day write something that you are grateful for on a piece of paper and then put it into the jar, and then at the end of the year literally count all of those messages, all of the gratitude that's in the jar, and you can literally count your blessings. And it is true, there is plenty of negativity around on YouTube, online. There's an awful lot of darkness. I am always drawn to the more positive channels, those people who, they may have adversity or whatever it is, but they have a really positive, half full kind of mentality. They're optimists. And even when the rain is falling, they see, the light at the end of the tunnel, the silver lining. I'm just looking at the sun right now behind the clouds and just imbibing that beauty. If we're capable of imbibing the beauty in the world around us, and that could be through music, through friendships, through animals. Today I went up to Clevedon and there was a gathering of greyhounds there, all shapes and sizes, and I was literally in greyhound heaven. There's a lovely big boy, he was black and white, and then a tiger one, and honestly it was just, I felt like it was such a blessing. And if we were to start to count our blessings properly, the world is full of blessings. We are being blessed just for being alive, to be alive. Think of the chances. Think of how miraculous that is just in itself. Our entire bodies, they change every 7 years. Every cell in our bodies. So quite often we will have a complete change of lifestyle, or relationships might come to an end after 7 years, and there's this 7-year kind of cycle, and this is showing us that life is always changing. Oh, look at these beautiful buttercups over here, look at those. How lovely is that? And blessings are all around us. We're being blessed by the air that we're breathing. Look at this magnificent tree over here. Wow, how blessed am I to be in the presence of this beautiful, beautiful being. It's incredible, isn't it? And over Beltane and over my birthday, I felt so showered with blessings I could hardly stand up. But quite often, when you have a wonderful time, there is something that comes in and you might crash afterwards, or you might not feel quite so energetic afterwards because you might have been cooking for people and just, being really out there. So it's really important, just as we breathe in and out, we go out into the world and then we come back to ourselves. So counting our blessings, that's such an important thing, isn't it, as a human on this planet right now. It can be tough if you're awake to what's going on. It can be quite tough if you're aware and awake of how things are working, how things go. But, all we can know is this moment, this day, and just keep counting our blessings. Keep putting those words into a jar. I'm doing the A to Z of things, which has been a really, really great exercise. It's kind of taught me to look at words and not just see words as what I think they are, but actually research them a bit. And I'm learning a lot about life actually by doing that. And we're really blessed because we have so much information and knowledge at our fingertips these days, whether it's YouTube videos or whatever it is, we can find stuff, and we can have access to information about things. So I think that's a massive blessing. And wow, just looking at the light, it's so gorgeous. And yeah, you know, life can always be worse, and I feel very blessed, very privileged to have my house in Avalon. I'm not quite sure how much longer I'm going to be living here, because also, you know, it's good to be flexible and to be open to new beginnings, changes. It's not that I'm not happy in my skin, I'm very happy in my skin. But my house is on the market, and there is going to be a viewing coming up this Monday. What I've noticed since I've pulled away from the campaign, because it's been paused, that also some friendships have stalled, and that's fine, because to be quite honest, the older I get, the more I realise that friendships need to be worked at by both sides. And I do feel like I know some of you through this channel, and it feels like we have met. It does feel like that, and it's great, isn't it, to connect in this way. And there probably hasn't been so much of this going on, you know, in other eras, but in this era we can really share our thoughts, our feelings, and we can connect this way. Isn't that wonderful? And another thing is, you know, it's good to be there for your friends if they're going through difficult times. A friend of mine had her dog's eye ripped out by another one of her dogs. One of the smaller dogs got the eye ripped out, and she was describing it to me like a kind of a living horror movie. And I got to say, you know, I really felt for her, because I think she was in shock. But our friends are our blessings, so it's really good to acknowledge them and to support them if they're going through something like that. And I took around some lavender and a card, and she so appreciated it, because it's one thing to be there through the good times, and it's another thing if you can actually be there through difficult times as well. And a friend of mine is going through some issues with her skin right now too, and I'm just trying to be there as much as I can. And I'm sure that all of us are blessed with friendships. They may not be plentiful, but you know, the deeper the better with friendships. And here I am in the cemetery, about to go to Dion Fortune's grave. And as you may or may not know, the A to Z of things is part of the book that I'm writing, and I will start to share excerpts from that. I'm not too far off finishing it now. I think I'm on chapter 11. I think I've got a few more chapters to go. So, oh, look at this beautiful archway I'm about to walk through. I'll just show you this. Look at that lovely archway, and the way that branch is just propped up with that piece of wood. It's funny actually that I should see that after I'm talking about, you know, propping up our friends, helping our friends if they're having difficult times. And we're going to go for a little walk over there, where I think I did one of my last videos sitting, because it was quite windy the last time we were here. And yeah, just a reminder, let's count our blessings. What blessings do you have in your life that you really appreciate, or in what ways could you appreciate things a bit more? Have an attitude of gratitude. I love that saying. Look at these beautiful leaves here. It's wonderful, isn't it? And then you've got this copper beech. It's absolutely colossal. And then over here you've got a beautiful mature yew tree as well, side by side. Okay, so Amanda Amble's here, and lots of love. And it would be great to hear if you'd like me to do a video on anything in particular. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Sending you all my love, and it's lovely. Thank you so much for being here on my channel.